Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith on the 17th of August, 2021. We're looking at a live webcam here from the Angel Cam, the Asbury Park Boardwalk this morning. Lots of runners and walkers here near the convention center this morning. And a couple of people dipping into the water early this morning. It's cloudy outside and it's kind of raw outside too. We'll get into that in just a moment. Latest surface image from the meteorology website at COD, showing the easterly flow off the ocean this morning, and temperature is basically running in the 70s. There's some light rain here across Pennsylvania, which is working its way northeast towards the Hudson River Valley area this morning. We take a look at the decoded observations. Most skies are basically broken or overcast. Wildwood is clear at the moment. Temperatures are generally running in the low to the mid 70s and dew points in the upper 60s, mid to upper 60s as well. Most of the winds, if they're occurring, are out of the southeast at about 5 miles per hour or less. High pressure is in control. Starting off this morning at the Rutgers University Meteorology Program in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the wind is out of the southeast at about 3 miles per hour. Temperature is 72. And it's chilly up at High Point 64, High Point Monument 64, High Point at the lower level there 66, Vernon Township also at 66, and Wantage as well, Wolpack 67. Those are the cool spots this morning, just before 7 a.m. Fortescue at 76, Seaside Heights 76, Atlantic City 76, Seagirt 76, and Lyndhurst at 75, and rain is moving into the northwestern portions of the area this morning. Morning surface chart from weatherono.com and digital atmosphere software shows that sinking or slinking warm front, which is going to be hard to get through here during today, may dissipate a little bit before it actually works its way through, but it's already producing some light rain here in central and southern New York and western, southeast, eastern Pennsylvania into northwestern New Jersey this morning. This is the remnants of Fred here, and a lot of tropical moisture coming up in our direction. High pressure is moving off the coast, and the winds are all coming in from off the ocean. Not a great day, folks. No. Tracking COVID-19 in New Jersey from NewJerseySpotlight.com. Thank you to the people that do this for us. As of Monday, we have a total of 1,062,238 cases of COVID-19 since March 4th of last year, 2020. Right now, we are looking at the current data plots of new cases here, which continue to rise as of the 15th. It's getting quite high here. Actual cases as of 8/14, 2,564. New deaths are going to show up here. This is good that we're not seeing any of that, but plenty of cases here. And total deaths have surpassed like 26,659. The rate of transmission has come down. It was quite high just at the beginning of the month, but now towards the middle part of the month now, it's still high at 1.26. So this means that the rate of transmission on this virus is continuing to be above where it should be. It should be below this level right here, below 1. And it's definitely not, but it's coming down a little bit. Hospitalizations are going up once again as of yesterday as well. People on ventilators in hospitals, about 1,444, 1,445. ICU beds, 2,940. Not good. COVID-19 vaccines, they're working. People are getting them. That's good. And there is still a large portion here. About 69, almost 70% of the people in New Jersey are vaccinated right now. About 30% are not. COVID-19 by age, about 22% here. If you're in the 50 to 64 age group here. If you're 18 to 29, that's 20%. 30 to 49 ages here at 30.94%. I don't know if I find this alarming or not, but along the coast here in these counties here in New Jersey, new deaths in the last week, 80,149 in Ocean County. I don't know. Seems very high to me. Cape May County, new deaths in the last week too. New deaths in the last week. Now that's a total of all of it. So when we go back to Ocean County, new deaths in the last week have also been about 9. Station plots with a lot of cloud cover over the area. We're going to use the shortwave IR imagery here. There's some rain showers here in northeastern Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania itself, heading up into the Hudson River Valley area. The winds are all out of the ocean, off the ocean, southeast. That's the marine air mass in place. And let's see, let's move this through here. Well, we definitely have a lot of things to go around here. This is Tropical Storm Henry, or Henri. Grace is somewhere down in here right now, getting into, the island chain here. This is the remnants of Fred. It's still a tropical depression at this hour, but it will be weakening over the next couple of hours. But look at all this moisture here. This is a low-level water vapor channel overlaid with winds, surface high pressure off the southeast coast. That's a Bermuda high. Surface high pressure off the New England and mid-Atlantic coast states too, pumping in an easterly wind from off of the ocean. Yeah, this area here west of the Appalachians, a lot of rain coming up over the next couple of days. And we definitely have a lot going on right now in the tropics. We have Tropical Storm Grace here. Sustained winds about 40 miles an hour. Central pressure 1,005 millibars. 1,005 millibars. Located 18.2 north, 75.4 west, moving to the west at about 16 miles an hour. We'll get into this in a moment. We have Tropical Depression Fred. As of 4 a.m. this morning, Central Daylight Time, 35 mile per hour maximum winds, central pressure 1,004 millibars. It's moving to the north-northeast at about 14 miles an hour. It's going to infiltrate a lot of moisture into our forecast. Not necessarily heavy rain here, but definitely in this area here. And of course, overnight, last night, we have Tropical Storm Henri, or Henry, if you want to call it that. 50 mile per hour winds, minimum central pressure 1,004 millibars, located 30.6 north, 63.7 west, moving to the west, southwest, believe it or not, underneath this ridge at about 5 miles per hour. Interesting. Wanted to take a live look here at Fred on Doppler radar here. There's a lot of rotating thunderstorms on the southeast side of this depression now. Across Alabama here, and getting into the Carolinas eventually here. Let's see if we can zoom this in a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy rain there. This area here in Georgia and Alabama, and it is moving to the north and east. And of course, on the east side of this, we have showers and thunderstorms again across the Carolina coast as well. Portions of Florida too, with a few lightning strikes, but the main energy is on the northeast side of and the east side of Tropical Depression Fred this morning. It's very latest on Tropical Storm Henry, or Henri, if you want to call it that. It's very tightly centered here with convection right over the top of it. It is located here this morning, and it's supposed to continue to be a storm as it spins around to the south and west. Maximum winds again around 45 knots. And the forecast is calling for it to remain out over the ocean, complicating matters with wave heights along the east coast as well, I'm sure. And of course, this is Tropical Storm Fred, which will become a depression shortly, probably within the next couple of hours or so. Right now, it will be post-tropical as it heads into the Tennessee and Ohio River Valley area by tomorrow afternoon. It's racing very quickly here, and the forecast models also show it moving in that direction as well. I want to take a look at this. This pulls up. Very good upper level divergence with this storm and the clustering of showers and thunderstorms here over Alabama. It shows up nicely in the bright colors here of the Channel 13 IR. And again, over portions of Florida and off the coast of the Carolinas as well, with the outflow boundary here and the upper level divergence producing showers and thunderstorms in these areas. We'll take a look at Grace right now. It's got multiple centers of convection around it on the north side, the center, and all over the place here. This storm is a tropical storm, obviously, but it's moving towards the to Mexico here. Cancun, Playa del Carmen, not good. This is going to impact your forecast going forward here, and of course the forecast models are also showing all of this to continue. Let's take a look at this now coming up on the IR channel here. Lots of convection here getting over the island chains here, so there's plenty of heavy rain here and thunderstorms. We'll get into that in a moment. Air Force 304 mission number 9 is on progress into Grace right now. Also the NOAA 2 mission number 8 into Grace right now too. So the storm is strengthening, and they've been in and out of this storm over the last couple of runs, and this is right now. And on this Tuesday morning, on the 17th of August, we have the key messages for Tropical Depression Fred. Heavy rainfall, again, considerable flash, urban, small stream, isolated river flooding impacts across portions of the Florida Panhandle, southeastern Alabama, western Georgia, into the southern Appalachians. By the middle of the week, Fred and its remnants will lift northward and impact the central Appalachians, and the mid-Atlantic. Landslides are possible across the mountains of North Carolina and the Blue Ridge Escarpment on Tuesday. That's not good. Let's take a look at the flash flood potential here, and that looks good across this area here. Not good, actually. It's moderate to high. And then, of course, slight chance of flash flooding here. What's more important is the rainfall totals here across the Appalachian Mountains here from Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way up into Wilkes-Barre, or just west of Wilkes-Barre into Syracuse here. Several inches, up to 4 or 5 inches of rain are possible in these areas, and this is going to lead to flash flooding. Getting into Grace now, Tropical Storm Grace, heavy rainfall across the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and the northern Yucatan Peninsula may lead to flash, urban, small stream flooding. Mudslides, highest in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Tropical storm conditions possible over portions of Hispaniola and over Jamaica today. Tropical storm conditions expected over portions of the southern coast of Cuba today, spreading westward to the Cayman Islands and possibly other portions of the southern coast of Cuba this evening through Wednesday. And there is an increasing risk of wind, rainfall, and storm surge impacts on the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico tomorrow night and Thursday. So interest near Cancun, Playa del Carmen. These areas should monitor the progress of Grace and updates to the forecast. Let's take a look at the wind speed probabilities with Tropical Storm Grace here. Again, it's going to get very close to and pass right over the peninsula here of the Yucatan, back into the Gulf side, and then further back into Mexico over the next couple of days, several days actually. Arrival time of winds on the Mexican coast here, the Yucatan Peninsula here Wednesday by 8 o'clock, and then back into Thursday and Friday here, back into the Gulf, and then back into Mexico once again. Lots of things are interesting here with Fred. Lots of flooding here across the Appalachian Mountains. Flash flood watches in effect from 8 this morning through Wednesday morning in this area here in the Blue Ridge Mountain area of the Appalachians. Also, we have flash flood watches, a tornado watch now in effect from this morning until 1 p.m. This afternoon across Georgia for those thunderstorms to produce circulation, possibly tornado or two. We'll take a look at some of those reports coming in right now. We don't have any tornado reports yet, but we're looking at it. And again, with a marine layer in place and high pressure off the mid-Atlantic coast states here and also over the Bahamas here, all of the moisture transport is to our west. So This is where the heaviest precipitation has occurred during the last 36 hours, and even the last 6 hours has been in this direction here, far removed from most of these regions. But even within the last hour or 3 hours, there's been some light precipitation echoes here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And if we hover over this, I'm sure we can get into this, near Camp William Penn, yeah, about a quarter, 3/4 of an inch of liquid equivalent, a third of an inch actually of liquid equivalent. So some of these showers are going to produce some heavier rain downpours here in this region. Lots of people with upper respiratory infections right now going on across the area. This is mostly allergies, ragweed, nettle, and grasses. It's on the medium side today. It was very high yesterday. And the 5-day forecast here doesn't look too good to me. It's on the moderate side, getting up there again on Friday and Saturday. Meds required. And if you're looking for record high temperatures in the northern mid-Atlantic or the eastern United States, especially the mid-Atlantic area this week, over the next 7 days, the answer is no. What you will find, however, are temperatures basically in the low to mid-80s for the most part. Mid and upper 80s as we head into Friday and Saturday, and then eventually this is going to come to a crashing halt by the time we get to Sunday, if this front comes through. That's the question. And of course, the National Digital Database through the next 78 hours, which takes us out through the morning hours on Friday here. Less precipitation right along the coast, naturally under this domain, and the highest levels of precipitation over northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, eastern and northeastern Pennsylvania, and north central Pennsylvania. And this is because of Fred and all of the tropical moisture and the short waves running into this flow. Weather Prediction Center, let's see if we zoom down here a little bit. Yeah, this looks better. Lots of precipitation across the Appalachian mountain chains here, 2, 3, 4, getting better than 4.5 inches of rain here away from the area, but northwestern New Jersey is still stuck in with a lot of rain coming. Coastline, much, much less. Weather Prediction Center's slight 10 to 20% chance here across the Appalachian Mountains today. Getting further into northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, all of New York, the eastern portions, and most of Pennsylvania actually through the Virginias, Washington, D.C. included in this on Wednesday, tomorrow. And then the 3-day forecast is left over with a marginal risk of moderate to heavy rain here across southern New England and New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania, New York, and Long Island. Summer is definitely not going bye-bye anytime soon. Over the next 6 to 10 days, from the 22nd through the 26th here, temperatures in the central and eastern United States will continue to be above normal. 8 to 14 days from the 24th through the 30th of the month, same kind of configuration here. I would imagine that precipitation would be a little bit higher than what this is showing, but this is from the 22nd to the 26th, which is about 50% or so of normal. And then by the 8 to 14 day period, again, this doesn't really tell me too much. No. Want to look at the European Model Guidance precipitation forecast going forward. Lots of moisture here this week, in and out of the Appalachians and the Mid-Atlantic coast states by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday here. We're not done with it yet. No. It's going to continue with uplift and updraft here until a front comes through. We're not sure if this front is really going to change the atmosphere around until sometime early next week. So this week, it's a suntan bed. Yeah, suntan bed. European model guidance, total cloud cover here. There's a lot of it. And water vapor too. Nah. Some areas are going to be clear. Most areas will be cloudy. There'll be breaks in the action here as we head into Friday, but most of this does not look good to me until maybe Sunday at best, with mixed cloud cover layers over the atmosphere and then into early next week too. So this week is my vacation week. A lot of people heading back to college. Well, you should. Another dismal, disturbing fact here in the summertime here is the amount of water vapor channel that's in the air to produce columns of water on the ground. And it is high. And it will continue to be high through Thursday, Friday especially. This area here, Thursday afternoon and Friday, looks to be a whopper here over northern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, New York City, Long Island. Yeah. I'm really not seeing anything here below 2 inches of liquid equivalent here. Now, it's trying to get in here by next week sometime. I'm talking about the middle to later part of next week. So if you want dry air here, that's not happening anytime soon. Using the European model guidance is 850 millibar temperatures at about 5,000 feet. Nothing stands out to me that is record-breaking here. Okay, you have to understand that. And also at the same time, you're going to have to get into next week, where temperatures really start to crash by the middle to the later part of next week. Until then, forget about it. No record-breaking temperatures, but high heat and humidity and plenty of water vapor in the atmosphere. Finishing up this broadcast, they've already raked the shoreline here. A few people were out here in the water earlier. Nobody's out here now, really. Just a couple people here, really. Not a great beach day. It's not. And the boardwalk looks like this. Strollers, runners, people with kayaks or surfing devices here. Yeah, I mean, everybody's on vacation, but I can tell you that this is not a great week for weather here in the northern mid-Atlantic.